Okay, this is stock number 4-38K. This is a September of 09, which makes it a 2010 Kia Soul. This has got the 2-liter, twin cam 4-cylinder, 5-speed stick. No lights on, except the TPMS. But 177, 752 for miles. This is California emissions. The reason that we got it is the person that dropped it off to us, excuse me, said that they took and brought it to the shop because the clutch was way down the bottom, which it is. The reservoir is a common reservoir between the brakes and the clutch. It just has their own, it's got a separate master and slave for the clutch, obviously, but it just, you got to almost push it like through the floorboards in order to have this thing not move. And it's a little bit hard to put in and out of gear because of it. So I'm pretty sure that the clutch friction disc itself is probably junk. Probably original, but she said something about contamination, like someone put the wrong fluid in, and it does have a pretty good funk stank to it. So the mechanic basically told her that she would have to have all of the hydraulics replaced. But let's take it on a test drive and see. It just rained, so the brakes are a little whatever. Hang on one sec, I gotta shift. Yeah, it shifts. It's hard to get in and out of gear, but like I said, the clutch pedal is like right down on the floor. Yeah, you probably heard the grind right there. There's definitely a whine, but let's see. I'll show you a pic of the motor in a sec. Okay, just noticed this thing does puff a little bit of smoke, but we did a little research on this thing after we get it back here, and where's the latch? There we go. Basically, okay, so this is the motor. No noises or anything, but we did some research on this thing, and I got a feeling the smoke culprit is probably that right there. I can almost guarantee the PCV valve's probably stuck, probably clogged solid, building up too much crankcase pressure, and it's got to go somewhere. So as far as the motor itself, I'm going to call this a good one, because that's all stuff you're supposed to be changing anyway. I mean, it's a slight chance valve seals or something like that, but the way it runs, I doubt it. There's no missing, there's no codes, there's no anything. But as far as the clutch, it's going to need a new clutch, and it's going to need probably the 3-piece set, master, slave, line, and probably flush the brake system too, just in case contamination is the actual culprit. But I'm almost willing to bet it's just a worn clutch. I mean, it looks like brake fluid, it just smells really bad. So, but to be on the safe side, I'd probably say that. And the transmission itself, though, seems like it's okay, but that depends on how long they drove it with the clutch issues. If they drove it for a while, and especially if they were careless and just jammed the thing into gears, then it might be, on its way out. But the way it shifted, even as hard as it is, I really don't think that's the case. It didn't grind per se. It just kind of bumped a little bit when it went in, and downshifting was hard. Typical worn clutch issues. I wouldn't be too worried about it. So that's pretty much it.